Hello, what have we here?
You're wrong.
Damn! What the hell was that?
Game over, man. Game over.
You're wrong.
You finished?
Well, I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
Greetings, boys and girls, lemurs and squirrels, and welcome to the Week in Geek for the 26th of August in this foul year of our Lord, 2026, a wholly owned subsidiary of Free Range Idiocy, wherein we present our midweek dose of geekery for you, the people. I didn't even see what happened there. What did you do?
I was doing a little rev up. You know what I mean? I was trying to get like fired up for the people.
The way that the recording is working right now is we're side by side. It used to be Tim would take up the whole.
Oh, see, for me, we're top and bottom. Like,
yeah, no, we're side by side, and it used to be you were the entire screen, and I have you covered up. I've got to figure out how to do this. Anyways, oh wait, I can just do that. There we go. Sit back and relax as we scrape the best news off the bottom of the interweb shoe and let you know exactly how we feel about it. I am your Uncle Todd, and with me, as always, is the lead editor and chief bottle washer of the Week in Geek. I give you the man they call Tim.
Greetings and salutations from your most recently two-time world's heavyweight champion of fantasy football, and let's emphasize the heavyweights.
You through?
I am. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good for the shape I'm in. Yourself?
I'm having some matcha, enjoying life.
Oh, that's good.
It's been good. All is well. This is fine.
You're like Joe Walsh. Life's been good to me so far. I gotta say, man, I have been digging Joe Walsh more and more musically over the past few years. I owe it all to Coach Beard, and that moment of, you know, man, Joe Walsh underrated, Jimmy Page overrated. And I was like, you know, I got to go dig into his discography. Let's see what's what here.
That's right. That's right.
Well, what do we got on the docket for this week?
Oh, we got a lot on the docket. It's been it's been a minute, hasn't it? We took a unscheduled uncommon break for us. We're the machine that never stops week in and week out. But last week we decided to pump the brakes. Of course, that was mostly life things have been going on, and so it kind of required that.
I was going to say it was basically self-defense. That's what it was.
It was. Yes. But in our absence, there were a number of happenings going on, and we're going to dive right in. But before we do, I have a question for Uncle Todd.
Oh, boy, what?
Because while we had talked about this in our last week's kind of pre-production meeting, I want to get this on the public record.
That wasn't a pre-production meeting. That was more of an organizational powwow, if you will.
Was it a board meeting of sorts?
No, we cannot pretend to that level of professionalism.
No, we cannot. But what I would like to ask you, sir, on the public record.
Oh, sweet God.
Are you in or are you out, my friend?
Fine. I'll do it.
Do I need to grab the championship behind me to once again?
You're 1,000 miles away. I can't do nothing until I see you the next time. But believe me, I am keeping track. So, you might want to wear a cup when
he's moving the beads
face
of the abacus.
From now on, that's all you're going to see when we're recording. That's another one.
That's another one. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
all right. Well, excellent. I'm glad to hear you will be joining in the tomfoolery, the ballyhoo, the revelry that is fantasy football. And you, sir, I have a feeling you're going to make a run for it.
I have a feeling I'm going to have the runs. That's what I have a feeling about. Going to have intestinal distress from this. Gonna get me some diverticulitis from fantasy football.
Oh, you're gonna Brock Lesnar this thing, is what I see. Okay, I got you. All right, well, let's get into some of the happenings. Most notably, we had three, not one, not two, but three, thrice blessed with trailers for some upcoming content that I think most of the Marvel / Star Wars / sci-fi fandom is going to be quite happy about. We're going to jump in right away. And actually, I'm going to change the order here because seeing that I have a article about one of these shows, I probably should do that trailer last, and that would be a nice segue into the article next. So what we're going to do is first start with Marvel's Visionquest. As you may recall, we last saw Vision in 2021. Yes, that's right. During a pandemic of sorts, we were all at home enjoying some great streaming content from Disney before apparently they wised
I love
up.
how you're putting such a shine on the pandemic. Like, oh, wasn't it lovely?
I'm just trying to say it was during the golden era of streaming.
Okay.
But it happened that way because we were all home. We needed something to watch.
I suppose so. I was also wiping down, my boxes of food and,
Oh, I know.
just like dry cleaning the cat. I didn't know what to do. It wasn't too bad until she went into the dryer. Made a lot of noise. Thump, 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 thump. That was Madame. That was back in the day.
Oh, boy.
Before she went on her weight loss journey.
Which goes to show we all have that journey at some point. So,
yeah. She put on her COVID pounds before COVID started.
No, there you have it. She was preparing, is what
she was ahead of the curve.
That's right.
If you will.
If you will. But we have been talking about VisionQuest since WandaVision, which was in the 2021 time period. We thought it would never happen. We thought this was essentially, Marvel's version of the BSG reboot in terms of never happening. But it finally did, and we got a trailer last week to whet our appetite as far as this show is, and I believe it is a show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
That tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama.
You know what? So last night watched Friday with my wife.
Oh, gosh.
For the first time in forever. And she's just not laughing. And I am giggling and giggling and giggling. And she's like, it just wasn't that funny. And I'm like, I can't, we need to go to counseling. This is not right. You don't find this amazing, John Witherspoon just alone. But I don't even like dogs. That's the beauty of it. I grab a dog and I choke him. And I bang, bang, bang all day long in front of a dog's ass.
Oh my God.
That's my pleasure.
He worked that gimmick so often.
Oh, yes, he did. Oh my gosh.
There we go. I'm not holding up.
This is the principle. This is the principle that matters, Smokey. There's principles in this. Okay, big perm, big worm.
Oh my gosh. Too funny.
Yes. Anyways, Visionquest.
Yeah. So why don't we get it queued up as we are ought to do? Give me a moment as I do so.
I love how you kind of went off-brand for most of the. Oh no, Marvel Entertainment. Yeah, you went with IGN. You go with Rotten Tomatoes TV.
Oh, sorry. I thought I got the.
It's all good.
Marvel version.
I just had to wait through a couple commercials. That's all. Because I'm a cheap ass. I don't have YouTube TV.
Well,
no YouTube Premium over here.
I think I have an ad blocker, so I don't seem to get the ads somehow.
I should. But all righty.
Visionquest. Now, this is interesting. This one here from Rotten Tomatoes TV says Visionquest Season 1 D23 trailer. So I don't know if we're getting multiple seasons of this or.
I mean, they're all multiple season until they're not. I just go ask Wonder Man, which I have not gotten a chance to watch all of yet.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's one of the.
Then again, I never finished Agatha after all, and now we're finding out this is part of a trilogy. So I got to go back and watch that. So
I know.
I might as well just go back and watch WandaVision, then Agatha all along, and then this. And I still won't have watched Wonder Man, but
you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah, we'll see.
We all do. All right. Are you ready, Seb?
Oh, about as ready as I'm going to be. And the links to these are in the show notes and or description, so you can watch along.
Very nice.
Count us in.
All right. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, kid on a bike.
At a ball.
Oh, the redhead.
W and V.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder who that means.
I don't know.
Walter and Vivian.
Maybe.
Could be.
And he just goes into the cooler.
And he goes into the cooler. And then he's hiding in a closet somewhere. It's going to be one of these shows. What's flying around in his head? Interesting.
Kind of makes sense, really.
Not his face. He has his face, but not his virtue.
So there's something vaguely like, Watchmen TV show about this.
There is. Human avatars.
I do love how we're getting Ultron in this.
I love how he has the bushy gray beard going too.
Yeah.
Peepaw.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
What's his name again? I can't remember James Spader.
Yes.
Oh, he is delightful.
Yes, he is.
Like when I was watching Blacklist, after a while it got so boring, but the only reason I kept watching it was him.
Yeah.
Just to watch him choose scenery around everybody.
Interesting. Going after his son? Because it is interesting to think that experience the final vision. So this was a trilogy. So WandaVision, then Agatha all along?
Yeah.
Oh, because in that one, okay, yeah. So one of the boys ends up materializing? Is that what happened? I forget.
I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long.
Okay.
Again, I'm all in on this. Again, I love me some Paul Bettany. You throw in some James Spader on top of that, and things kind of going wacky.
Yep.
Yeah. Sign me up. Yeah.
No, I think this looks great. It's wacky enough and in the vein, and again, like we talked about, the trilogy part of this, I think is a nice through line for, WandaVision was a little wacky, Agatha all along was wacky, and kind of out there, and then this is going to be out there too, and it'll be interesting to see kind of where the new Vision, his place will be in the MCU moving forward after this. So
yeah,
and how that works into like Doomsday and Secret Wars and stuff like that, because he's out there somewhere, so it'd be interesting to see if he
now wait, is he out there or is he in here?
I think it's a little both.
Fair
honestly.
Fair enough.
And how about you, sir? So you're all in?
Oh yeah. I'm up for this. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
So Visionquest season 1, who knows if it'll be multi-season or not. By the way, I know we don't really do the drinky thing, but I'm just going to say I'm having a little new riff 8-year right here, folks. So
lovely.
Lovely 100 proof without chill filtration. I don't know what that means. I need to look that up.
We're bourbon snobs until it comes to homework, and then it's like, it tastes good.
That's too much work. Oh, that's good,
dude. So the other night, I decided for whatever reason to dive into the Macallan 12-year Scotch.
Grabbing a water here, so guys.
Yeah. And my wife's family has been nice enough to purchase some Macallan for me for the past 2 years. And I'm just, I don't know what it is. I'm just not that much of a Scotch drinker. Like I do like Lagavulin, but only in every so often, which is good because it's expensive. And it's also good because this Macallan 12 is expensive. Yeah. And I hadn't had it in a while, so I decided I might have a little snort of this. Oh, that stuff was smooth. Like it's dangerous smooth. One of those deals where you're like, I could just sip this all night, and then you're then when you're underneath your desk on the floor going, the floor is so cold. Like, I think I might have sipped too much.
Again, I'm going to go back to COVID when we were all like locked down at home and stuff. Geez, I can't tell you how many nights I was playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, which, by the way, we need to talk about because you, sir, tried, and I want to help you. You need to give it some time. You need
finish
to
your first story before you start in on your first harangue of the night, would you?
How was it harangue?
That was a harangue. You were pointing and raising your voice. That's the definition of a harangue.
Okay, well, fine. Harangue you. All right. What was I saying?
You were getting plastered during COVID.
But so one Christmas, I think it was the Christmas of 20 or 21, I got some Glenlivet. And dude, like just the way you described it, got in so much trouble with that playing Star Wars The Old Republic, just playing for a couple hours, enjoying some. I'm like, oh, this is good. This is smooth. This is great.
Yep.
And then I go to stand up. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
whoa, player.
Who started spinning this room in two different directions?
It's like, what happened?
It's like someone has to tie you off like you're in the movie Poltergeist.
Yeah.
So they can pull you back up the stairs.
Basically. Oh my God.
All right, now if you want to harangue me, go ahead, because I believe the next trailer we're going to talk about has some resonance with this universe. So go ahead.
No, not yet. We're going to do Avengers Doomsday next, and then we're going to do Ahsoka. So let's do Avengers Doomsday, and then I will harangue you.
All right.
So our second one is, yes, we got a special look at the Avengers Doomsday trailer. This one is has a bit more to it. I got to tell you, man.
This was the comicon trailer, which I'm not sure why we didn't get this one first. Because this is, to me, this is a much better trailer.
Oh, this is by far. Although I do have to say, I know we're about to watch it. Did you find it all interesting / funny to see Ian McKellen looking very Obi-Wan Kenobi-like at one point in this trailer? Like they flash over to him and fine, he's disheveled. He's got the long gray hair and whatnot. But he's literally wearing a Jedi robe, it looks like. I don't know what exactly is going on.
The crossover we've been hoping for.
Woo! Maybe. All right, are you ready, sir?
I suppose.
All right, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, someone's sitting on a throne in front of some green goo that's lighting up on the floor.
Goo, it's just a light up floor.
I'll bet you that's like the last frame of the movie.
No.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's like Thanos looking out to see the sun. See, there he is, Obi-Wan Gandalf. Magneto, I should say. Oh boy, someone driven by the old Vinjaruni.
Shang-Chi, good to see you, buddy. Oh boy.
So we're establishing a little Fantastic Four Doom linkage. Nice. Very ominous sort of tone.
Yeah.
What have you done? Oh, did you do this?
I do like how the mask is. It looks like it really is a mask that isn't going to, like, it isn't nanites or whatever, you know?
Yep. So that line's interesting. You're all living stolen lives.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Now, who's that statue of? I didn't notice.
Thor about to lay the hammer down.
This right
Not
here.
quite.
This line.
Hell answers to me.
That's some cold stuff right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to hear that he doesn't sound anything like Tony. Like,
yes,
we know it's RDJ, but it is something different, you know, and that is a good thing. That is a very good thing.
Yes.
December 18th. Holy moly.
Is Doomsday.
It is Doomsday. I'm already hearing it's going to be called Doomsday.
Well, apparently they're having some theater availability because Dune 3 will be gobbling up a bunch of IMAX screens. So this might be one of those cases where there'll be like a 2 a.m. screening of Doomsday. In which case I'm actually down with that. Like, I would go to that movie.
Sure, you want to go to that, but you squawk about the Trade Federation movie we went to see. My God.
Because that sucked. I don't care what sort of Star Wars revisionist history is out there right now. It was
piece of art, baby.
Terrible. It was awful. The first Star Wars movie in 20 years, and it's like, and
the origins of Anakin. Obi-Wan as a young man, it all came together. Qui-Gon layeth the smacketh down.
Sleepy until we get to a friggin' pod race with a little kid.
You had the race of all races.
The race of all race. Now you're just trying to gaslight me. You overplayed your hand. You could have lured me along, but no, you had to.
I don't know. I think I got a little. I think I got a little bit of mileage.
Got a little, but you could have gotten a lot more because. But no, you couldn't help yourself.
No, I couldn't. I just had to go for it. So sorry. It's just how it is.
Sorry. hate the game. Don't hate the player.
There it is. So sir,
yes,
I would say we're both bullish on this one.
Yes, I think we're well on record here. Unless this was literally like, oh, it gives away the whole movie. Like, yeah, I think we're both in on this one easily.
And I have seen and read some things that may confirm some of our rumors. Now, we haven't talked about our good friend My Time to Shine Hello in quite some time.
No, we have not. And that has been so nice. It's actually been a pleasant respite.
It hasn't though, because I haven't seen that vein in your forehead pop out, which we need to see every once in a while.
Anyways,
but I believe it was Chris Evans was talking about his role as Captain America and kind of dropping a little hint that Captain America gets the crap kicked out of him in this movie a little bit. So that'll be interesting to see. That'll be interesting. And what I mean by that is there were some rumors. We talked about that they felt very dark that Doom may kill his son in front of him, sort of thing. But maybe that is what ends up happening because he is Doom. Or I am Doom.
Yeah,
but we will see. But yeah, very promising. Looks very good, and I'm looking forward to where this is all going. Have a feeling, and I'm kind of curious your thoughts on this. We already know this is going to be a duology of sorts. Now, we didn't know that we did or didn't. I don't know that we knew that when we went into Infinity War precisely. I think as fans, we just weren't expecting the good guys to lose.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, we knew it was going to be two movies though. Because originally, I think it was Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2.
Yes, right.
Was the original names.
Yep.
But I don't think we realized. I think that you knew that there was going to have to be a step back or something. But I didn't think it would be as
to that degree.
Yeah, it was a solid L. Like there's no they're down in the third quarter sort of thing. Like it was like no, they lost.
Yep.
That was unexpected. Yes.
That was brutal. So this one we are expecting much of the same. So I don't think the shock value of them losing is going to be the thing. But I do wonder, and and again, rumors are rumors. I've read some rumors that this may be the movie that we finally get Battle World because basically, Doom could end up weaving all these realities together into one place. And that's why I was saying at the beginning of that trailer, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the last scene of the movie with him sitting in his throne with the green circle swirling around like he has conquered, he has established, he has become the God Emperor.
Could be.
Of Dr. Doom, we will see. But yeah. Should be interesting. Should be fun. Now, before we get to our final trailer, sir, we have some business to talk about because over this last week, when I was dutifully writing performance reviews, you were texting me and tempting me on.
How was I tempting you?
Because you were downloading Star Wars: The Old Republic onto your computer, and I felt
tempting you.
I felt compelled to jump in and join you so I could help welcome you into the game.
Well, I already got welcomed into the game. I got my ass kicked within about 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, maybe this isn't the game for me.
You've got to give it time, though, my friend.
I literally got it, and it's totally my fault. I literally got stuck, like, in one of those areas, like almost like a corner where your character, because it's an old school, like, run around sort of game, and I got stuck. Like, I couldn't go I couldn't go any direction. I was just there, and I'm getting shot from like 3 different directions, just watching my health go. And I was like, okay, this sucks. And not to mention the fact that like, so they kind of give you like some tutorials and help and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about like how to fire your weapon. I figured it the first time, like the way that this was going to go, I'm like, oh, well, the first time someone shoots at me, they'll pause and pop up and be like, here's how you utilize weapons. No. I was literally just run away.
Now I can whoop your ass. All right.
Yeah. And I had no way of firing. I'm pressing all kinds of different buttons, and none of the buttons I pressed, none of the keys I was pressing actually did anything. So I was like,
Sir,
all right, well,
it is a game where you have to map your actions and weapons to the number keys.
Son of a bitch, wouldn't that have been something nice to know before you drop me into a firefight?
Well, first of all, didn't you start in a safe area? Like what happened exactly? Like you should have started in like a safe area.
I started in a safe area, but nothing was going on. But there's no like, again, it was kind of like, oh, and here's how you move. I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's going to kind of lead me by the hand through this first level and show me how to bing, bang, boom. Well, it did the bing. There was no bang, and then I got boomed, and I'm like, and at that point, I was like, maybe I should just put this away for tonight. I don't know that I really want to dive much more into this.
Look, we need to plan.
Late by the time I downloaded, because it was like the first download, and then all of a sudden there's a second download, and there's like and then I've texted you. I'm like, I feel like I've just bought a Windows laptop again for the first time in forever. It's like, oh, by the way, there's 12 hours worth of updates you have to do.
Basically,
as opposed to like my experience with Macs, where it's like you take it out of the box, you fire it up, you answer 5 questions. Like, here's your desktop, sweet, But yeah, it took a long ass time just to download the game and then installing it and all that, and then just to get killed that quickly. I'm like, I think I'm calling it.
Did you choose to be a smuggler?
I am. Yes.
Okay, because they normally start on Ord Mantell, which I think is where you started.
It is.
So, sir, we need to coordinate an evening where you jump on, and I can jump on with you. I can be a guide, your Sherpa, if you will.
You're gonna shoot me in the back, is what you're gonna do.
No.
Yes, you are.
You can't. You can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Then you have to be in a special part of the game called where they allow player versus player fighting to happen. Like when you're in the area that you were in, that's kind of more No Man's Land, where it's more about doing the story and taking on the computer controlled characters and that sort of thing. So you are at the precipice of starting a smuggler's story arc is what you're doing here. So and I will warn you, one of the funny things about this is like you get into it and there's like the mission you're going after for your story. The planet itself has its own story arc that you can do. And then there's all of these like smaller missions that kind of pop up around you depending on, like where you are on the planet. So at any given time, like for me, this goes from being like, oh, I'm going to go like knock this mission off and then call it a night to like, I'm micromanaging about 5 missions at once that I'm trying to like knock down and take care of. And it's like, I have this like to-do list I'm trying to get through. It's really fun, but it's funny. It's good. It all is in service of the story. There are some funny ones. I'll trying to think. No, it's not smuggler. It's a bounty hunter. There's a really funny one with the bounty hunter. When you go to Alderaan, where basically, you're kind of doing some jobs for this like prince and princess or whatever. And they basically ask you to go take care of this, guy who's like haranguing them for something.
I know about this.
And like one of the funny things is when you go to see the guy, like one of the, like you'll talk, your characters will talk and then you'll have 3 options of what to say back. And there's sometimes actions you can take, not just like saying something. And in this case, one of the things is slap the guy. like basically like punch him right because he's like this whiny, snivelly sort of character. And so of course, what am I going to do? Punch the guy. And sure enough, whack. Ah! It's absolutely hysterical the way they do it. Good stuff. But sir, we will get you going on it. It is a great game. You will enjoy. Right. And then once you get your level, up to a certain point, we could, go after some missions. You know what I mean? We could take down some evildoers.
All right, we'll see.
Sound good. All right. Sorry, we were talking about trailers here.
We were until you harangued me.
Well, Harangue I did, but I'm so happy that you're going to join the Old Republic family. And you know what? Jimmy Dice, I think, has a character on that game as well. We could get like a triad going, and we could go take down some Imperials.
All right. I almost went Sith, but I was like, nah, I'll start off with the good guys first.
I do have a Sith character I'm doing right now. It's the first lightsaber character. I started with a bounty hunter, then I went to the smuggler, and now I'm a Sith Inquisitor is the character I am right now. So, all right. Well, enough of that, haranguing. Our final trailer we're going to talk through here is for Ahsoka Season 2. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ahsoka Season 2, starting in January. It's twice as nice and double the fun.
Yeah.
And, and hopefully I'm praying to the Filoni above. Will you please, can we please show Grand Admiral Thrawn as the badass we know that he is? Because up to this point, we haven't exactly established that yet. So I trust in Filoni, I trust, but please give me a little Thrawn laying the smackdown on the Republic. Kind of shows it a little bit here. We'll see, but I'm looking forward to it. All right, let me get it fired up here, and we will count it down. And are you ready, sir?
I am.
All right, let the haranguing begin. In 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Starting off with a ship. That's good. Oh, that's kind of a badass visual right there.
Got a Landikin going on here.
Yep.
What troubles you?
We're back in the Snips era.
Yes. Bebe Ahsoka. Citizens of the glorious empire. Love it. Oh boy. I love how he calls them the Rebel Alliance and not the New Republic.
Whoa.
Is that Aura Singh or?
I don't know.
B-Wings, look at that crap. Dang.
Yeah, this is just badass, like just stuff upon stuff upon stuff.
Yep. Balin's looking for a power that can end wars.
Good old chopper.
That's right. Good to see Hayden Christensen.
Whoa. What kind of sword was that?
Mm-hmm. Are you a Jedi or not? That is the question. It's looking good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the one thing I said to my son after watching this, because he had watched it first, and he's like, "Oh, did you see the new Ahsoka trailer?" I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even know there was one." So I'm watching it, and I then regaled him, because he has not read the Thrawn trilogy, but I regaled him. He has not read it. I tried. He just,
Yeah, there's only so much you can do with these kids these days.
It's if it's not a digital screen, it don't play. Which I hate saying, but it's like I tried.
Yeah.
But I was explaining to him how in The Last Command, the last book of the series, the very interesting strategy that Thrawn employs, which is taking the cloaking technology from the armada that he finds, the black, what was it called? The black something or other. It was that lost armada that they found. They were it was the first time, that was the first time anyone introduced the concept of cloaking into the Star Wars universe, as far as I know. I could be wrong.
I think you're right.
But just that coolness that they did, where Thrawn basically laid a bunch of asteroids around Coruscant and then cloaked them, so the Republic had no idea where they were, and when they tried to send ships up, they crashed. And so I'm hoping they do something like that, because to me, that's the level of badassery we need to start seeing from Thrawn.
Yes.
Again, when I say badass Thrawn, it's not
tactical mind.
Right. It's not that he's laying the smack down physically or of his own power and position. It's the man is a freaking strategic genius and knows how to outthink and outmaneuver his opponents. And so I would love for him to be showcased that way in this show. And my hope is, if they are building, in fact, to a kind of an Avengers-like movie with, Ahsoka and our friends from Rebels and the Mandalorian and others, that we get Thrawn built up appropriately, so that when they do bring the movie to the big screen, it's actually going to carry some weight and it's going to mean something. Because right now he's another character, and I don't know that he I feel like they introduced him well. I just don't know that they established that element of who he is. He certainly got one over on Ahsoka. He got away. He went back to the regular galaxy, whatever you want to call it, Galaxy Prime. But
the far, far away, not the far, 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 far away.
Exactly, the far, far away, not the far, far, far with the dead whales and such.
You can't get there from here.
No, you can't.
It's a long way.
And good to see Hayden Christensen. So that's going to be nice.
I am most interested with because we have always seen the Force Ghost mentorship be very much this uplifting sort of, and I think we talked about this before with even Ahsoka, either before the series or even when we finally got Hayden Christensen in the series. Like, I'm very curious to see what it is, especially with Ahsoka being a non-Jedi, having left the Jedi Order, what it's like having a somewhat contentious relationship with your Force Ghost compadre, with your Force Ghost mentor. Like, what is it like when that is almost adversarial? Because that is interesting, because it's almost like, well, what can you make a Force Ghost go away? Or are they just there however long they choose? Like, what is that like? I'm interested in that element of it again, and how Anakin plays into that. And how he's trying to kind of win her back to the Order that he helped destroy. And that entire arc, I'm very interested in that relationship and how that relationship kind of changes throughout this second season. Yep,
definitely.
That and the Rebels folks, I want to see that too.
Yes, always good to see the Rebels gang together, and to see them fighting Thrawn, taking him to the extreme, if you will.
Yes.
All right. Well, in the same vein as Ahsoka Season 2, we have an article from thedirect.com by Geraldo Armate. Unleash the hounds. What the heck is going on over there?
No, it's AI.
Oh, jeez. After all that.
That is definitely AI.
All right. Well, in this article, Ahsoka Season 2 teaser confirms redesign for Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker. So apparently at a Disney upfront that they did for, I guess, the press, and let me see, what does it say? Yeah, they had some new footage that they, upfront presentation in New York City during May. They revealed Ahsoka Season 2 will premiere early 2027. We said that was January. But it revealed a new costume for Anakin. So he is no longer in the Jedi robes, but in some... now, they don't describe exactly what this costume is, but it is something that is different from the traditional Jedi robes. And it was something that the author here was quoting was, as much as I love the traditional Jedi robes I wore during the this is Christensen. During the prequels, he was excited to... it was exciting to get to see Anakin with a new look. So his presence in the footage could mean a bigger role this time around. And so, so basically from the footage, and I don't know that we saw it in the trailer exactly. Like there was nothing that stood out to me about his costume or the clothes he was wearing. It looked like he was wearing robes for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a different type of robe, but I mean, we also didn't see him for very long, like a couple seconds.
No.
So
it's a little hard to tell, but yeah, he's going to be dressed a little differently. It'll be interesting, to your point, what his role is going to be, because it seems like he's not just playing a Jedi ghost, but may have a more substantive role in Ahsoka's journey and guiding her and being, this mentor or the Sherpa for her still, even after all those years, and with, everything that, he's been through and his death and all of that. And so,
I love how you say like everything that he's been through. Like it's there's a couple things. Like no, there's quite a lot that Anakin's been through. Killed some younglings, helped conquer the galaxy, helped blow up the planet.
He suffered. It was hard. He lost his wife, didn't get to see his kids, and killed billions of people, but
or at least was an accessory.
Kind of. The other part of this article talks about the new type of lightsaber, which I think is something that we just reacted to from the trailer. We saw something that was a little different. And so
like a plasmatic flame sort of thing.
Yeah. And so, in the footage, there was a lightsaber. I'm not sure. I saw it only for a second. It does not seem like something we've seen on screen before. So I think we're going to be introduced to some different weaponry than we've seen in the past. And this article kind of asks the question, could it be linked to the occult storyline that is at the center of season 2? Because again, Thrawn is working with the Great Mothers who come from, the Night Sisters and their home of Perdea, where they were basically living out their days until Ahsoka and Sabine showed up and all hell broke loose. So let's see what else. Balin, who is now played by Rory McCann, who I can't wait to see. Rory McCann played the Hound in Game of Thrones. He was one of the beloved characters, a heel who made a babyface turn over the 7 seasons. Just a very rugged warrior of that show. And so I'm kind of, again, not that I want him to be a departure from what Ray Stevenson was doing, but I do think that Rory McCann can bring the same gravitas and grit and, kind of mystique that Ray Stevenson brought to Balin Skull. I think Rory can carry that torch quite well. And I'm excited to see him in the role and see, like, again, I don't want him pretending to be like Ray Stevenson. I just want him to be Balin Skull, and I think he can be that. Right. But you, sir, having not watched Game of Thrones,
nope,
has no idea what I'm talking about. But
nope. I have seen him. I have seen that character referenced outside of Ahsoka.
What character?
The Hound. I have heard that referenced in various things a couple times, but no, I shan't be watching.
There's actually a clip I could send you from Game of Thrones on YouTube. It's like a 5-minute clip with the Hound from I think it's from season 5 or 6. And it's really funny. Like it's a serious scene, but it's also, but you see kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's like the Hound is being kind of ironical with what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like he finds this group that's about to kill these 3 guys who had attacked, the sept that he was working for, this like temple, and they had wiped him out. And he was looking to bring justice to these 3 because they had basically, like, he was trying to restart his life. He was working for this temple. He was going to stay there for a while. He had found community. He had found friends. And which
always ends well in a dramatic story.
Right. And so these 3 in their gang wiped out that whole thing. And so he's, of course, looking for them because he wants to bring justice to them. And he finds this other group that captured them that are about to bring justice to these 3. And just the back and forth that he has with that group is really funny. It's just like, and part of it's the writing, but part of it is him and how he plays that character, where he's just this worn, kind of warrior who is just trying to better his life. And he just keeps getting kicked in the nuts every time he tries, sort of thing. And so I'm excited to see what he brings to this Balin Skull character in his own way. And I think it'll be, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Does he offer to Rochambeau them?
He might. It's a term he never used in Game of Thrones, but I think he could. I think he could.
Rochambeau you for it.
Indeed. He's going to get to that point where he's about to like unleash this power that's going to stop wars, and he'll be like, "I Rochambeau you for it." Maybe that's the key to stopping war. I'll Rochambeau you for it.
You know what? Honestly, that you could stop a lot of wars if that was just the 2 world leaders, two chosen men from each side, just kicking each other in the nuts.
I'll Rochambeau you for it.
I mean, I'm not saying it'll work, but I'm saying it's worth a try.
It is. It is. And then lastly, of course, we're going to get more of Sabine and Chopper. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. And
you haven't seen Chopper go on a good killing spree yet. I'm waiting for that.
I have to ask you. So I still have not finished Rebels. I'm in the last season. Mm-hmm. Have I missed where he goes on a killing spree? Because you've talked about this a lot, and I'm in the final season. I'm 5 episodes in.
It's not like he's actually it's like the ships that he blows up, like the stormtroopers who go off of balconies, like all of these things where you're like, you don't see like it's not like their chest bursts open. You're like, their head flies off. But it's
the way you talk about it.
He has killed thousands and thousands of Imperials.
Okay, but that's the thing I haven't seen. Where are the thousands? Like I hear you. I see
because of different ships that he's blown up.
Okay, the ships. Okay,
yeah,
so
like that. But you look at it, it's like he has probably one of the highest kill counts in Star Wars, just aside from like blowing up a planet, of course. But it is funny how this droid just ends up like he is a little bit psycho. This droid.
I've been waiting for these events where he takes like a lot of lives, though.
Well, it's a kid's show. They're not going to show you, but you have to. It's kind of the implied thing, you know.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing a bit more of Sabine as she trains from Mandalorian into a Jedi with Ahsoka's tutelage, which I do have to admit is the one thing about season 1 that you really had to just kind of like, okay, I guess I could see it, because wasn't it? If I remember right, wasn't it the scene in the last episode where Ezra runs and jumps from the ship onto whatever the temple was that Thrawn was staying at, and part of that was Sabine force bringing him in almost when she never had really done that before?
Well, but we've seen this before, haven't we? I mean, come on, Luke using the force to guide, to see where he's going to shoot the torpedo. We've got, Finn picking up a lightsaber for the first time ever and holding his own against Kylo. We've got, Rey. I can't come up with an exact, but there's always something there where someone early on is able to do something where you're like, well, but of course it's space magic. So you can explain it away like, well, it's just instinctive. And it's almost like when you have this thing that's uncontrollable, the tension or the anxiety of the moment helps to focus it, and they can do something that, it's almost like that inhuman strength of adrenaline, like the child is caught underneath the car and the mom lifts the car off of the baby when, they've never gone to the gym a day in their life because they're gifted this extraordinary strength in the moment through just the sheer, tension and emotions of the moment. You could explain it away that way. And of course, 80% of Star Wars fans will go, well, actually, and you know what? Screw them.
Bye.
Yeah.
Well, we will, the speculation here, of course, is we will see Sabine in training since, hey, she's away from her galaxy. What else is she going to do?
Well, and again, another thing that always goes well, like the person being trained by somebody who themselves is not either well trained or has been told specifically, don't train this person, ends well every time.
Indeed.
Nothing has ever gone wrong in history with this. I
do have a feeling, though, that what they established in season 1 with that world between worlds where Ahsoka goes and Anakin's kind of, she's like she sees the past and is kind of reliving some things. I do wonder if that is going to be the conduit that gets them back to the galaxy, because it is a little bit of space magic that would not, again, Thrawn has no knowledge of it, so he can't account for it in his calculus. Right. And so it'd be kind of interesting if they kind of leverage that again at some point.
Could be.
But I do have a feeling they have a greater purpose on Perdea, with mostly around reining in whatever Balin does, because if, as we talked about a couple weeks ago, if in fact he is unleashing the mother, who is going to essentially be in a way the thing that's going to end wars, but is also going to cause probably more chaos than he realizes. They are going to need to take care of that Pandora's box first before they make their way back. So
that is going to just carry over and follow them to that galaxy
Could be
far away.
Could be
galaxy far away.
We shall see. But all
shall.
in all, it will be interesting to see where we go with Ahsoka season 2. I'm excited. Uncle Todd's excited. You know, he feels a tingling in his loins. So, all right, now.
The nipples.
Oh, okay.
Is that normal? Should I get that looked at?
I like how you opened the kimono on that one.
See, now you just made it dirty.
Ladies and gentlemen, I actually heard that phrase uttered. I heard that phrase uttered on a work call, and the only thing I could mentally picture for myself is Uncle Todd doing.
Did you have to turn off your camera and mute for a little while?
I should have turned off my camera. I was just like, just literally trying to not let the laugh out. It was just like, good God Almighty, you're killing me.
Do you have a lot of gas? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's gas.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry.
All right, from our friends at CagesideSeats.com, we go from the world of Star Wars to professional wrestling. A new report shows just how much WrestleMania attendance declined in 2026. Yes, folks, WrestleMania 42 was not quite the data point of triumph that Triple H and company were hoping for.
Well, they rolled the dice.
They did, and they got snake eyes.
Well, no, they didn't get snake eyes. They just didn't. It didn't turn out as well. I mean, I don't know. Let's face it here. They still made a buttload of money. It wasn't like an AEW event where they had to shut off half of the arena to try and make it look full. Like they still did all right. You know what I mean?
Yes. So let me see. Let me get a seltzer. I forget what the original numbers. I thought they had this in the article. Let me just check. Let's see. Okay, so WWE ended up announcing attendance figures of 50,816 for WrestleMania Saturday and 55,255 for WrestleMania Sunday. The sum of 106,071 was the two-night attendance figure, down about 15%. From the number it announced in the same venue in 2025, which was 124,690.
That right there is the kicker, is that it's the same city, same venue. Yes. Like it's the weirdest thing. Like it is the best direct comparison.
Yes. Now, here are the numbers from the Las Vegas Stadium Authority.
Oh boy. The
authority's numbers were the following.
Yeah.
47,093 for WrestleMania Saturday. 50,033 for WrestleMania Sunday, for a grand total of 97,126, down roughly 18%.
Now,
compared to the Las Vegas Stadium Authority's two-night attendance figure of 118,641 last year at WrestleMania 41.
Now, are they counting just paid seats? Is there was maybe giving away?
It doesn't really. Let me see if it says. It doesn't really say how they were counting it. It was or what criteria they used to count.
Yeah.
It just is point now. Again, in 2025, the Stadium Authority's numbers were also lower than what WWE announced.
Well, yeah, and I think even Uncle Corny has said before, like you can't trust, wrestling promoters.
Yeah.
No matter what, like that's
right.
They're always
trust them as far as you can throw them.
They were hanging from the rafters. I mean, like I don't even know what that means. Honestly, I picked that up from Chris Jericho. It just seems funny. I'm sure that's a reference to somebody, but we'll
take it.
But yeah, they're always going to fudge numbers a little bit. But
yeah,
it
was bad. It was real bad.
That's a lot of fudge right there.
And now, like, I'm curious what it's going to look like being in Saudi Arabia. And I saw an article talk about, let me see. Oh, actually, it's this article. Sorry. Let's see. For those who are curious, the report mentions that 81% of the people who attended WrestleMania 42 were from out of town, which reminds me, the author, that President Nick Khan is confident WWE fans are eager to travel to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia next year for WrestleMania 43. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if people are going to want to go to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania 43.
Let's see.
I mean, let's be honest. Riyadh, I mean, I've never been there, but from what I've read, very opulent place.
So here's the kicker. The specific venue or stadium has not yet officially been announced by WWE.
Oh, in Saudi?
Yes.
Okay.
So
interesting.
I don't know what the stadiums are there, but I mean, it's like they can always do another one of those things where, oh, hang on a second, this just in.
Oh, he's getting called in.
Hello. Oh, okay, I'll be over. All right, bye. All right, well, the bat phone has rung, and I need to go answer the call. So I'll be back in a little while.
Sounds good.
All right.
I will see you.
One eternity later.
All right. We were starting to talk about, hey, Mendo! Grief Karga is being recast.
What?
But not in the way that you would think. It is not necessarily for the live action series or movies or anything like that. No. This is Disney Plus announced that the recasting will be for Lego Star Wars The Mandalorian special that will be streaming on the Plus on Wednesday, September 2nd. Tragically, of course, we lost Mr. Carl Weathers, who was and always will be Grief Karga. But they found a suitable replacement, I believe, because the man who will be voicing over Grief Karga in this Lego special will be none other.
Jackson?
No. Will be none other than from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the actor Carl Lumbly. He played the character Isaiah Bradley.
Yes. Okay, I can see that.
And is very good. Very good. So I think it is a good call there. But again, he is recast in a voiceover capacity, not live.
Yeah.
And so, I could see that. I could see it, and it's all good. It's all good.
Yes. I'm looking. I thought I saw some little glimmer of a mention of that, and I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me of that, because that's something else to look forward to. The Lego like versions of stuff have been surprisingly good.
Oh yeah.
Like Lego Batman is actually one of the top 5 Batman movies of all time. Really.
Yes. Yes.
Easily.
Yes. Very much so. The Lego movie itself was a phenomenal movie.
Oh.
Phenomenal movie.
Lego movie 2.
So,
so
sir, not too upset about Isaiah Bradley taking over the reins, at least from a voice perspective.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Carl Lumbly.
The person passes away. The person passes away. You kind of have to decide what you're going to do, and it does sting less that a fact that it's a voice only, especially like in this, because I think we're kind of conditioned to just understand, not, like Wolverine was some other voice in the animated series before Hugh Jackman, and it's not Hugh Jackman in the X-Men 97, and we're kind of used to those being different folks. So it makes it a little easier there. If it was live action, that would be tough. Although maybe this is their way of kind of like easing him into it and seeing like, okay, maybe, because I don't think that they've officially killed off Grief in Mandoverse. So
correct.
I don't know.
They have not. They have not.
I mean, they're doing it with Balin, so maybe this is their kind of way of easing people into it, and I'm not going to sit here and hold a grudge. Like, it's not like they fired the person and it was like, screw them, the person passed away. What are you going to do? I don't know. And the other thing is, I don't see the character's iconic, but it's not iconic in like they're recasting Princess Leia. Like, oh no, I'm not okay with that. Like, no, we don't do that. We're recasting Han Solo. Like, that's why I've kind of always thought like the whole Sebastian Stan playing young Luke Skywalker probably isn't happening. Like, we're a little late in the game for that. But Grief Karga has only been around for a couple of seasons. Okay, I can understand it.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at it. Let's put it that way.
Don't hate the player.
No,
hate the game.
Exactly.
All right,
the game.
That's right. That's right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, well, actually, not quite.
No, definitely not quite.
I wish we could. I'm playing it right now on my headset.
A
little LaGrange, baby. We got to hold one up for the man known as Frank Beard.
The guy without the beard. The guy without the beard in the band known for beards had the
That's
last
right.
name Beard.
The man that was holding down the backbeat, the rhythm, the backbone of this band, Frank Beard, passed away this week. And sir, you like I don't want to take your thunder. This is more. I think you're a little more attuned to this than I am. But you posted something on Facebook about it, and are I think, like I said, a little more connected here. So, sir, your thoughts and feelings on the passing of one Frank Beard.
ZZ Top, probably one of my early favorite bands. I heard, and it was probably Eliminator that got me into it, which is really funny that I would then be like, oh my gosh, ZZ Top is awesome, because only 1/3 of the band is really represented on that album. Like, it is basically Billy Gibbons and Billy Gibbons guitar, and then all of the other instruments are subbed in for electronic instruments. However, then exploring backwards and understanding the band and their roots, and that they kind of became one of my early favorite bands. Them and Aerosmith were kind of like my rock bands. I was like, yes, these are my guys. And my first big concert I ever went to was just down the road here in Portland, Maine, at the Cumberland County Civic Center, as it was known then, and as it still is known to me now. I know it's the
Civic Center.
It's the Cross Insurance Arena now, but I still call it the Civic Center because you know what? Damn it, I'm 50. I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm not going to call things by their name. It was this back in the day, and that's what's going to be called for me now.
That's right.
The only reason I would do that with like Foxborough is because like there was no glamour in Sullivan Stadium. There's just nothing there. But I went to see them on the Recycler tour. So this is early 90s. And this was still when ZZ Top was absolutely throwing straight gas. Like, they were at the height of their powers. One could say even the height of their popularity. Like, when I got there, the stage setup they had, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like, it was much more kind of theatrical. Like, it was a setup like in a junkyard. So there's pieces of cars on stage, and like the drum riser was built out of wrecked cars, and they actually had like a crane that came over and would pick up something on the stage at certain times, and then it would put it into a compactor. And then it would have a conveyor belt that comes out and has this compacted. I'm like, at the time, I'm like, this is the coolest friggin' thing I have ever seen in my life. Granted, first concert, but what a friggin' first concert. Opening for ZZ Top on that tour, the Black Crowes, just after they had released Shake Your Moneymaker.
Oh my gosh.
My young ass had no idea what a great concert he saw.
Yeah.
And I think I paid like $20. It was like, it was friggin-tastic. And yes, I sound like one of those people who saw Led Zeppelin for $5 and a quarter and, some pocket lint, and I hitchhiked 50 miles to get there. Anywho, have since followed them, and now playing in a trio myself that plays a bunch of ZZ Top songs and understanding like what it takes to play those songs. I mean, people give AC/DC crap for essentially putting out the same album over and over and over again. And a lot of people said, oh, well, ZZ Top, it's just a shuffle, until they actually have to play those songs. And you realize like, oh, that is actually kind of difficult. And it isn't just a shuffle. And Frank Beard demonstrated, because he could master the Texas Shuffle, but he could also be really funky and cool. And in LaGrange especially, like, he's got 2 drum fills, which are kind of the same thing, but just different enough that if you really listen to it, you're like, oh. And then someone posted the isolated drum track from LaGrange, and you can hear all the little things he's doing. Like, for parts of it, he's like leaving the hi-hat open just a little to ring out, and then it clamps down to get it tighter, and then he does a couple other things. I'm like, damn, that is really cool stuff. And I really, over the past few years, especially having to learn some of these songs, my appreciation for Frank Beard and Dusty Hill as a great rhythm section has just escalated so much, especially watching live videos where you see Billy Gibbons just kind of wandering off, and Dusty and Frank are they're sharing a look like, we got to drag his ass back. Like, he's bleeding BPM over here. Like, what's he doing? And all of a sudden they just, and Billy's like, oh, yeah, okay. And it's like, it was such a great dynamic to watch those guys play and to listen to them play. And we'd already lost Dusty a couple of years ago, and now, Frank is gone. So now there is one. We have Billy Gibbons and Elwood Francis, their longtime bass and guitar tech, is now playing bass, and they have this new kid. I think Mike is his name or whatever, and he had filled in for them, I think, when Frank had some other health issues, and now he's the guy. And I can't say that I'm going to go see ZZ Top, but I'm really glad I got to see him back in the day. And R.I.P. Frank, man. There's not many guys. There's not many drummers like that left.
Mm-hmm.
Had the same gig for 50 friggin' years, man.
Yep.
It's not bad.
Yep.
Not bad at all. So here's one to Senior Beard.
Ha 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 ha.
All right, sir. Well, what do you have for And Another Thing, a recommendation or something cool for our viewers and listeners?
Well, I need to end this appropriately. That, my friends, is our neat and tidy.
I'm sorry.
Week in Geek.
Yes.
And
with
now,
a 30-minute pause
to my And Another Thing, which no one has to hear. No one has to know.
Yeah, I just told you.
But my And Another Thing, there are some oldie but goodie movies that I enjoy, and one of them, I feel like there is a trilogy of John Cusack movies that I have a particular affinity for.
Okay.
Grosse Pointe Blank.
Yes.
High Fidelity.
Yes.
And Serendipity.
See, Serendipity is such a rom-com.
It is, but it is a Cusack and what the heck is his name? His buddy. Oh God, what the hell is his name? John.
Was it Piven? Jeremy Piven?
Jeremy Piven. We're like I just remember the very first time I saw it, I really enjoyed the Cusack Piven sort of chemistry there. Like the two of them are just hysterical as good buddies.
Oh, I'm not trying to say it's not a good movie. Like, that's actually one of my wife's favorite movies, and it's about time we rewatch it again. And Kate Beckinsale is great in it. Everyone's great in it. Just to me, I like Grosse Pointe Blank. It's kind of a weird movie, which I like.
It's a very weird movie, and yet Dan Aykroyd and his role is a very Dan Aykroyd role.
Yes. And I love High Fidelity because it's not as weird, but it's quirky, which I still dig.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's like the debut of Jack Black. I think that was one of Jack Black's first very prominent roles, and he was hysterical in this movie.
And then he sings.
And then he sings at the end. Yes.
And if you don't know Jack Black, you hear that, what? But if I had to pick a third movie for my trilogy, I would actually go way backwards for almost a prequel, Better Off Dead.
Oh, that's right. You have an affinity for that.
Full tilt bozo, man.
Yes.
That would be my third. But we're talking about High Fidelity.
And I know a lot of folks like Say Anything. I'm not trying to disparage that at all. But for me, growing up, like this is like my adulthood years watching. Like, I went to Grosse Pointe Blank with my good friend Chris, didn't know what to expect from the movie. And I'm just like, yes, this movie's weird, but I really like this movie. Like, there's just a vibe about the movie that's really, really good.
Yes.
And every movie he's in, the music is freaking top notch. It's just really, really good music, good soundtrack. Grosse Pointe Blank, High Fidelity, and Serendipity, phenomenal. So anyways, this is about High Fidelity, though. I hadn't seen it in a while. It's on Netflix. So if you are a fan of John Cusack back in kind of his heyday, this is a great, great movie. Cannot recommend it enough. It's not like it's a, we're not talking about like a Marvel sized movie. This is just a movie based on a book where they transplanted the story from North London to Chicago. I feel like in some ways this is in some ways like a not that Cusack directed this or anything like that or had a production credit, but it just feels like kind of a love letter of sorts to Chicago. Like one of the things I really enjoy is a lot of the scenery that they like a lot of it is his character kind of breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience, and he does that with Chicago as kind of a background as he's doing it, and
it's nice
something
to see
I like
that.
about that.
it's nice because we see that so much with New York. New York is such a character in movies. Like it almost in some movies it should receive top billing. It's like New York City starring in.
Yes.
And then everyone else is below that. It's nice to see that with a city like Chicago, especially after having been there twice now myself to kind of bang around the town. It's like, dude, this city has enough soul and character. Like it deserves a movie like this that is a love letter, which I mean, granted, you could say Blues Brothers, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, sure.
Like, definitely a character there. But this was, it had been a few years, you know?
It had. Yeah. And this is a 2000, year 2000 movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what I read about this was the folks that made the film felt like the transplant of North London to Chicago felt right because, you know, Chicago has a very similar sort of music scene at that time as North London had. And so, you know, the same kind of like smoky bars, same kind of, you know, places where the main character Rob would go and spin, you know, be a DJ and, you know, kind of run a show. It just felt right. And you know, John Cusack said, look, when we talked about it, it's just like there's a lot of places that they easily could plug, you know, transplant from the London scene into Chicago. So they just felt it just made a lot of sense to do that. Mm-hmm. I thought it was great. You know, like when I first saw this movie, I was not living in Chicago at the time. Now that I have been here for probably like I'm right at the balance of lived in New England for 25 years. Mm-hmm. Now I'm almost at 25 years in Chicago, but like watching that movie and just seeing the scenery around it, it was just like, oh my God, like this is such a great flick and great use of the city, you know, as a character. And so, and not to mention the cast, a who's who here. So we got John Cusack, Jack Black, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Lisa Bonet, Sarah Gilbert, Tim Robbins, who is hysterical.
Tim Robbins' character, oh my gosh,
he is hysterical. We have a little cameo from the boss in this one, ladies and gentlemen, laying the smackdown on the main character too.
Give him some wisdom.
Oh my gosh! And then I don't know if you know this guy, but I believe he is a musician of sorts based in Chicago. His name is Al Johnson. But he is the nerdy guy who comes. There's one scene where they're kind of having a discussion in the record store, and he's the nerdy guy who's trying to interrupt Jack Black about this one album that he wants to get. Yeah. And Jack Black gives it to him and then doesn't sell it to him, but then sells it to the guy we're talking to.
Yes.
That guy is awesome. And he encapsulates. I was showing it actually to my kids last night, and I'm like, first of all, like I showed them a scene from the record store, like on a Saturday sort of thing. And I'm like, this is how Bull Moose was back in the day on a Saturday. Like it was, you know, destination shopping. You would go there, community.
Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Bull Moose, God, downtown.
Yes.
Never vacuumed once the entire time that store was open. Grungy, dirty. People going in there smelling like patchouli and cigarettes and God knows what else.
Gearing up for drinking that night.
Oh, half of them just came across the street from the Friendly Toast back when it was open 24/7. I mean, but it was gorgeous. That's that is to me what a record store should be. A record store should be a little worn in, like like it should be. Feel like it's been lived in for 50 years.
Yeah.
And I have not found, once they moved out of that location, I have not found a record store that I've wanted to spend any amount of time in because it's too nice. They're too clean. Yeah. Yeah. The staff is too nice and too clean. Like, no.
Yep.
Like if I don't have to fight with like a a wharf rat for that 45 in the discount bin, like what the hell am I even doing here?
Absolutely. So I would just highly recommend High Fidelity. It is a great movie. It's on Netflix right now. Do check it out, and you will not be disappointed.
I would also recommend that. And I can't remember if I told you this or not. That was the entire reason why I wanted to go to the Green Mill when I was.
Really?
Last time, from High Fidelity.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
I remember drunkenly explaining that to the guy, one of the guys who was he was one of the vocalists for the jazz band that was playing there that night. And they had a residency there for like
So
decades.
was the Green Mill where the concert at the or
No.
Jack Black sang at, or was that where Lisa Bonet, or was it something else?
This was like one of the times. It might have actually been. He was just having a drink, and it was just a quiet bar.
Mm.
And the funny thing is, like, I think he was sitting at the bar, and when Carrie and I went there, there was no tables, but 2 seats opened up at the bar, and I remember kind of being like,
the lady known as Carrie.
"This is perfect." Yes, my friend from high school. Sorry,
Come on, you got to throw some stank on the name. Come on.
She doesn't listen to the podcast.
I know, but it's like, come on, we come up with monikers for people.
Class, But yeah, no, that was the entire reason I went there, and I remember explaining that to the person that I was talking to, and he's like, "Oh, that's really cool." Probably thinking like friggin' tourist.
And he's like, "Hi, what?"
Yeah,
because honestly, it's not known as it's not like a blockbuster. I mean, it's kind of a artsy movie in a way,
Yep.
So all about a guy who has commitment issues,
to say the least. Yes,
to say the least. All right, sir. What is your and another thing?
My and another thing is a tip of the hat to Frank Beard, Dusty Hill, and Billy Gibbons. It is go listen to ZZ Top's 1979 magnum opus, Dicuelo, which I believe, if I remember, is a rough translation is take no prisoners. And this is probably one of the more stacked ZZ Top albums.
Nice.
Pre-Eliminator, pre-synthesizers and all that. So still kind of rough and ready, but very polished. Great production on this. I believe this is their first album on Warner Brothers, and this was after they had taken like the 3 years, the 3 year sabbatical that was only supposed to be 6 months that turned into 3 years. And this is when the beard started being a thing and all that. But this is just like a lot of killer tracks, and then a lot of other great just kind of B-sides. But it leads off with the cover of Sam and Dave's "I Thank You," which is a great reimagining of a tune. She Loves My Automobile, which is great. I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide, which is probably one of my favorite ZZ Top songs. It would be arguably my favorite depending on the day of the week. We also have a cover of the old blues tune "Dust My Broom," and then of course "Cheap Sunglasses," which is a funky as hell ZZ Top song. I'm very pleased to say I can actually play and sing that one at the same time, which is I did not think I was going to be able to do that when I first heard it. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm never going to be able to do this, and I picked it up. I'm like, holy crap! But we have of course the requisite Dusty singing lead on a song for "Hi-Fi Mama," and then just "Manic Mechanic," "Low Down the Street," "Esther Be the One," "Fool for Your Stockings." Like, just a lot of fun songs on here. So definitely go and check that one out. Listen to it front to back, just start to finish as it was meant to. It's only like 35, 40 minutes long. So it's not like you're in for several hour time commitment. And I think I see someone here trying to sneak up behind my extra large noggin, using that as camouflage. Yes. Oh, okay. You going to bed? You have any meatballs?
Not yet.
Okay. All right.
I just skipped the mac and cheese right now.
Oh, okay.
They fed me brioche rolls at work.
Oh, well, that must be nice.
Fancy stuff. They buttered them too.
All right. Well, good night. Make sure you get some rest. You got to work in the morning.
Good night.
All right. Love you.
Love you too. Bye, Tim.
He says bye. But yeah, definitely check that out. It is well worth your time to listen.
Indeed.
And actually, wait a minute. It is 34 minutes. Who can't spare 34 minutes for good music?
That's right.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for this week in Geek Wednesday. Thank you all for tuning in. Go to freerangeedc.com for all of our episodes. You can also find us on podcast purveyors everywhere, as well as our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@freerangeedc. You can find us on the social medias on Instagram and Facebook, as well as YouTube, @freerangeedc. If you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, or ideas and things you'd like us to talk about, send those to tim@freerangeedc.com. And now, handing this back over to the man who runs the Week in Geek. He runs it. Runs it! Don't know where I was going with that, but it was somewhere. And, what do you got to say for yourself here, sir?
To the interwebs, we say, rumors spreading around in that Texas town about that shack outside the range.
They got a lot of nice girls out there.
Ha, 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 ha.
You got a can, get yourself a
Indeed. To our listeners, we say good day, ladies and gentlemen, and until that day comes, keep it to the grindstone.
You're messing with my Zen thing, man.
How. Love it.
Now get the hell out of here!